Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and I am on vacation, but I've come out of vacation just for the purpose of making this video because BETAFPV decided to release these quads today. These are the Air 65 race and freestyle quads that are going to blow your mind because they're little tiny whoops and they weigh next to nothing. Each one weighs about 17 grams. Now when I received these quads, they came in these boxes and it's impossible to tell which one is the race and which one is the freestyle quad. As a matter of fact, both had the exact same frame color of blue and I couldn't tell them apart, so I put little labels on the camera to say race and freestyle. But since that time, I changed the frame of one of them to green and I left the other one as blue. Frames in different colors are available on the BETAFPV website. So now you're wondering, what are the differences between the two? Well, if you're into racing, you want the race quad. If you're into freestyle, you want the freestyle quad. So the race quad has different motors and different props than the freestyle quad. So the race quad has 2700 kV motors and the freestyle quad has 2300 kV motors. I would love to tell you the brand name of the props, but I honestly don't know. But I can tell you when I first saw it, I thought, hey, the race quad's got the freestyle props. Something's wrong here, but nope, those are actually what they use on the race quad. They kind of look like freestyle props to me compared to the race, but that's what they use and it does go faster. The race does go faster than the freestyle. Both have the CO3 camera system on them. Both have true ELRS receivers. You can actually see them right on top, which I really appreciate. Both have the brand new G473 super fast flight controllers in both. That's why they're so amazing as a new product. And both have the typical BETAFPV BT 2.0 battery connector on the back, and they both fly out on 1S battery. And speaking of batteries, let me show you the following. I have a pile of batteries here. If you own these, let me bring one close. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but if you own those batteries from BETAFPV, they work fine. And BETAFPV wants me to tell you that they have brand new batteries out there. Lighter in weight, they have a better C rating, and the capacities are kind of similar. So let me show you. This is their new 260 batteries. So when I fly the quads indoors, I'll be using the 260, and then they have their 300 batteries. And when I fly the quads outdoors, I'll be using the 300 batteries. So flight times using either of these batteries, you're looking at anywhere from 2 minutes of flight time all the way up to 4 minutes of flight time. It depends how you fly. Speaking of flying, in this video, I flew with my Fat Shark goggles, and for radio, I used my Radio Master Pocket. And on the back of my Radio Master Pocket, I have the BETAFPV Super G Nano. That's an ELRS transmitter that I really love, so I stick it on a lot of radios, and it works phenomenal. So since I'm still on vacation and I don't have a lot of time to make videos, let's get into my indoor flight and then my outdoor flight. Check it out. Here we go, indoor flight of the race quad and the freestyle quad. I'll fly them around my house. I don't know if I'll be able to tell a difference, but if I can, I'll let you know what the differences are. Here we go. And for the indoor flight, I'm going to use this Lava 260 milliamp hour LiPo battery. All right, as I look through my goggles, you can see me. I'm way over here. If you look at the bottom of the screen, it's got an F. That means I'm using the freestyle to start. So let's go. And I'm flying in angle mode indoors. I'll see if I can get it going at a, an okay speed. So let's see how smooth it goes. Go up, nice. Now I got to fly forward underneath this light, miss the other lights here, miss the camera, miss my head. There we go. Okay, I got through that, thank God. Now let's go through the house. Let's give it a little bit of forward speed because the camera does look upward on these. There we are. This one is shooting out the VTX at 100 milliwatts. You can see it on the screen. And I'm getting some lines on the screen, some interference, which is interesting. Let's go this way. So it's interesting too, as you fly, I'm banking a little bit, even though I'm in angle mode. That's interesting. All right, so for freestyle, pretty good. Speed's okay. You probably could go faster if you practiced. Right now I'm not practicing, I'm just bombing it through the house just to see if I can see any difference between the two. Okay, well, let's try the race quad. I think I've seen enough on that. We'll just drop it over here. There we go. And let's go try the race quad. And of course the race quad is on a different video channel. Interesting that between the race quad and the freestyle quad, they've selected different video channels. Interesting. Okay, so look at my screen. Here I'm back here. You see the R and we're in angle mode and here we go. Try to get by me. Let's go over on this side. Watch my big head. They're going by me and now we can go cruise through the house. So I'm gonna say out of the two, the race quad seems more suitable for flying indoors. I don't know why, it just does. Yeah, I can go a little bit faster, and it just seems to be a little smoother for going indoors. Interesting. I would have thought the Freestyle would have been better, but I guess it's the props on the race quad. They're very, they're very conducive for indoor flying, so this is really good. Okay, and it almost seems, this is weird, check this out. It almost seems like the video signal is better on the race quad, but I'm shooting at 100 milliwatts on this one as well. I don't get it. Maybe they're all different out of the factory. All right, so let's come down and land over here. There we go. All right, next thing to do is take them both outside for an outdoor flight. It is about to rain, so it's going to be pretty dull, but let's give it a shot. Just a clarification from that indoor flight, I did check these in Betaflight Configurator to see what the VTX milliwatt output was. I thought it was 100 milliwatts. I thought that's what I set it at, but apparently both were at 25 milliwatts. So when you saw me flying indoors, that was a video signal of 25 milliwatts. Normally, if you're going to fly indoors with walls around you, you want to bump it up to 100. I thought I had, but I guess I hadn't. So for this outdoor flight, because there's lots of Wi-Fi interference with all the houses, I bumped it up to 400 milliwatts, which means my flight time will be less. But for that reason, I've put the 300 milliamp hour LiPo battery on the bottom. So we'll try it out right now. First drone up is the race quad. Here we go. All right, let's crank this in air mode. I don't think the battery's gonna last too long, but let's give it a shot. There we go, get some speed. I'm just gonna whip back to me. Flies really nice. Holy cow, does that ever fly nice. So this is the race quad. This is for racing. Let's buzz by this guy's pickup truck. Going down the street, you can see I'm getting some interference, but I can make it to the end of the street. As I mentioned, I cranked it up to 400 milliwatt output, so that should be pretty good for this. This is decent. And here comes the vehicle. Go over to the right and go up and over our trees. You can see it's getting low battery because we are doing some crazy stuff here, using a lot of power. So as I mentioned, if you look over on my left, you can see I'm at 3.48, 3.5 volts. So it's dropping, and that's because I wasn't paying attention there. And that's because, yeah, I got it at 400, using tons of output power and bringing it back. All right, so let's just end it by doing some of these. When it dies, the video will just cease to function and the drone will fall out of the sky. So I want to keep it someplace near me over here. I don't want to kill it yet. All right, let's bring it on back. So this is a race quad and it does freestyle nicely. I didn't see any issues with that. Let's slow it right down. Coming back, and let's go get it going nice and slow. The cameras on these point upwards, so when you go slow, you have to pull back on the right joystick. All right, and let's drop it over here by my feet. Nice. Now let's try the Freestyle. There we go. Plug in the Freestyle. And I will have to change video channels. There we are. I got an image. So this is the Freestyle model. You can see the F at the bottom. Get in my relaxed position. Make sure I'm in acro mode, which I am. It says air. Let's go really quick. All right. Same idea. Let's go super fast down the road. So the Freestyle does not fly forward as fast. I don't find it flies as fast forward. But I do get a pretty good video signal coming out of it. Looks good. Yeah, I'm going slower with these props, and with the tuning, it seems to be a little bit slower. So Freestyle is obviously designed to do things like this and things like this to have a lot of fun with. Of course, you would be really good at it and do some cool stuff indoors. I'm just out here having fun. So same idea. If you look at the bottom left, you can see I'm at 3.5 volts. It seems to suck up the power almost the same. They're pretty close in how much power usage they drain from the battery at 400 milliwatts, but overall, it's pretty decent. You can do nice slow turns at low to the ground, which is pretty cool. It's pretty hard to do it on some quads. Let's try it even lower right here. And back up. Whoa, there's a little car. I think he might have seen me. Let's come around. Good thing these things weigh like less than 20 grams. You wouldn't even notice if it hit the windshield of a car. All right, you can tell they're a blast to fly. So let's bring this one down. I'll give you my final thoughts. Same idea, pull back on the right joystick a little bit and bring it at my feet over here. There we are. So as you heard, the only differences I saw is that the race quad is obviously faster than the Freestyle in forward motion. The Freestyle is smoother when you're doing your flips and rolls than the race quad. And I think for video signal, they're pretty much the same. And for drainage of battery, one is supposed to drain it a bit more than the other. But I honestly found that they pretty much drain the batteries equally. All right, you're back to me. Let me show you what you get in the box when you buy these little quads. Check it out. Here we have the boxes that the Air 65 Race and Freestyle quads come in. Both quads arrive fully assembled and ready to fly. A spare canopy is also included. A USB-C plug and cable are included so you can connect the drone to Betaflight Configurator. Spare props are included, as well as a QR code for online support. Total weight of the drone is only 17 grams, and if you add a typical battery, it brings it up to 24 grams. Okay, so you're back to me again. I should also mention that both of these quads are very modern, so you can hook them up to Betaflight Configurator and set them all up. It comes with a little cable inside that allows you to connect to a USB-C. In addition, after you set them up in Betaflight Configurator, you can then do certain things inside the OSD. What does that mean? That means you would take your remote, whatever one you're using, and I believe, don't quote me on this, I think you take this joystick and push it out to that side, and this joystick and push it straight up. It's a standard process we use in the FPV hobby. Lets you go into the menu system. You can then change all the settings in the quads and save all those settings, and the next thing you know, well, you have a quad that's all set up and you didn't have to go back in the Betaflight. Normally I would show you that in the video, but once again, I'm on vacation and I don't have time. So what I'm going to show you now is the link to where you can find these on the BETAFPV website. Go check it out below and see if this is the drone for you. I do not know the price because I have no idea, no information at this time what the price is going to be. All right, if you have questions on either of these little quads, then post your questions below and I'll get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will catch you in a future video with many more cool product reviews. Until then, I say bye!